Welcome back to the stretch game, the stretch between discovering deeper purpose and mastering higher productivity. So, why is it so challenging sometimes to develop professional relationships? If you're like me, it seems kind of antithetical to your character to try to create a relationship based on what the other person can do for you. But when you look at professional relationships, it can be hazy as to what the exact goal is or what the primary outcome of the relationship is. So what last week's video did and what this week's video is going to do is it's going to show you how to get around that idea of getting into a relationship just for what it can do for you. And it makes things much more natural and organic, altruistic, and synergistic. So enjoy this video. This is part 2 of how to create amazing relationships for professional synergy. Enjoy, stay tuned. Alright, so this is part 2 of how to create professional relationships, how to really start those for synergistic gain, for the gain of both of you. Now, this is number 4. There's a quote that I heard Warren Buffett say once, that I rode like a horse. Being a productivity guy, this quote really spoke to me. And the quote was this: the most successful people are the ones that say no to almost everything. And I thought to myself, yep, that is me. That is so true. If people come to me and they need me to do things and it's not directly in alignment with what I'm trying to do, no. And I really prided myself on saying no. Now, there's the difference between doing something that's better and best. Okay, better is saying no so that you can keep the main thing. But best, rather than saying no, is connecting others. In other words, if somebody comes to me and I'm either not going to be able to add value, or for whatever reason this professional relationship is not going to move forward, the question that I ask myself is, who might like to say yes to this person? Who might like to say yes? That way you're not putting up a brick wall in front of that person. You're able to continue to focus on your path with very little energy, but you're also still able to be contributory to others. So connect people versus saying no. Number 5 is outcome-based stalking versus perusing. Outcome-based stalking is exactly what it sounds like. If you want to get to know someone, going back to number 2 from last week, you want to decide that you're going to choose personality over profession. And if that person is a professional, there's going to be a good amount of media out there about them, right? Either by Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, social networking, or even YouTube. And so you can stalk that person and find out what their personality is like. But you need to decide what you're looking for ahead of time, so outcome-based, right? You're looking for a specific outcome. This is the type of person that I want to see if I want to try to connect with this person to create this mutually beneficial relationship and have synergy, rather than just perusing Facebook, looking at different people, and an hour goes by and you wonder, what have I accomplished? So you want to look at outcome-based stalking versus just browsing or perusing. You also want to look for a 1 + 1 = 3 scenario. There's a great book, and it's written by a dean of a Toronto-based school of management, the dean of that school. It's called The Opposable Mind. And in this book, it gives us a different way really to look at synergy. The idea is that not only can I provide great value for you, and not only can you provide great value for me, but if I see us walking down the path together, we will grow exponentially just in the time we spend together, because our paths are that connected. So 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 plus 1 equals 3. So as you're doing this outcome-based stalking, you want to say, is this a scenario that could possibly be a 1 plus 1 equals 3 scenario where not only do we provide for each other directly, but indirectly we help each other to grow? And then the final concept, number 6, is controlling you versus controlling others. I am embarrassed to say that there were players that were way ahead of me in the game that I would ask huge things of, and I could see them looking down on me, and whether they, if they just wanted to be really contributory and provide a lot of time and a lot of energy, there was no real reason for them to help me because my value add at that point was so small, there was just no reason for them to offer that kind of help. So I have something, and I have still an iteration of this to this day. It's called a personal press release. And I have an iteration in my mind now to this day, but it's something I did over a decade ago. And I thought to myself, what would I want it to say in the press about me so that that player that I want to connect with would just say, dang, like we really need to connect with this person. We need to work with him. And I still have an iteration of that in my mind to this day. And so I would focus my energy, focus my time, and really throw myself into making that press release a reality. You see, you want to make yourself into the kind of person that is attractive to that big player so that you have the value add to give them, so it makes sense for them to want to help you as well. All right, that is it. I hope you take all 6 of these concepts to heart, because if you do, if you follow all 6, they will make for explosive starts to very connected, very synergistic professional relationships. Whatever you do in your relationships with this week, just remember this week is a gift, so do 2 things with it. Be both purposeful and productive. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next time. Did you like this video? Would you like to make it a part of your daily life? If so, go to thestretchgame.com and download the blueprint. There you'll really get the meat of what was discussed today, because I throw a lot of content at you all at once. But more importantly, you will get your 7-day challenge. Now, this is the part that makes you a doer, not just a hearer. It allows you to really apply what you've learned to your life and be able to grow, be able to discover deeper purpose and master higher productivity. Also, if you'd like to know what it means to be and become a Christian, you can click Faith and it will take you through a course where you can learn just that. Take care, my friends.